Hey everyone. Hopefully you guys can join me, and I wanted to go over the compact, and you've just received your compact. Now what? Because I've gotten a lot of questions, so I feel like maybe I don't have that information out here, so I figured I would come on here and share with you guys. So if you're still considering this makeup, I would say go ahead and fill out a color match. Go to colormatchbyvero.com, so VERO.com, and I can color match you. So basically I tell you exactly what your foundation colors would be, and then I help you place that order. I also help you set up your makeup in your palette. I also help you troubleshoot anything. I am like your personal makeup person to go to. So how cool is that? And I love what I do, so please keep asking questions. So once you've placed your order, you typically have your makeup and it'll come like this, and you're like, what the heck is all of this, right? Well, let me explain. So these are your foundation colors and your lip and cheeks, and they're everything. They're little thins just like this, right? So if you've placed your order, you're getting these. And you're getting a customer, like a palette that you'll be placing your thins inside. So this is magnetic, and these are in metal, so obviously they will magnetize to the bottom of this compact. So let's get you started. So you will find your compact, and then you'll find all these colors. On each of these thins, there's a little name right here, and this one's actually a lip and cheek, and it'll have the same name at the bottom here. So I would suggest keeping this top piece just to make sure that your colors are still fitting fine, and if they are needing to be swapped for a different color, say you don't like necessarily this color, keep the top piece for a couple days, at least till you have tried these, because if we need to exchange them, we just like to have the top match the thin, just to make sure that we can exchange all of that. So when I color match you, I typically give you 4 colors. I give you a main highlight, a brightening highlight, a contour, and a lip and cheek. You can add more lip and cheeks. You can add eyeshadows. You can add different things like illuminators. You can also have multiple sometimes I will give you an extra color. That's if you have like really dark redness on your face and you want to have that covered, or dark under eyes, then I'll give you another color. But today I'm going to just do the basic, which is the 4 colors. When you open your thins, you'll notice you have 2 light colors. Okay, so when you think of it, when I give you a main highlight, it would be the darker of the 2 colors. So the darker of the 2 colors, I know you'll tell me this isn't matching my skin, it's actually not my color, but that typically will match your neck, okay? And then your brightening highlight will be the lighter of the 2 colors, and that will go on your T-zone. So it will go on your forehead, on the top of your nose, right about up top here, on your chin, and underneath your eyes. So it makes a T, which is why I call it the T-zone. So these are your highlights, okay? Then I will give you a contour, which typically that's the dark one. So if you can look at, that's your main highlight, this is your contour, and then your brightening highlight will be a lot lighter, okay? And then you have a lip and cheek, which those are typically the colorful ones. So think of blush and lipstick. So these are like the pink and the reds and all that stuff, okay? So once you get these, I usually set it up with starting with my main highlight on the corner right here. Then I usually go into my lighter shade, which will be my T-zone. And then I will put my contour right here. And then my lip and cheek, usually at the bottom. I actually have a bronzer too, Bella bronzer, that I usually give to everyone just because it's summer and those colors might not be exactly what you need. But if you add a Bella bronzer, then your colors are going to be perfect. So this is how I typically set it up. So if it's in front of you, you would have your main highlight, your brightening highlight, your contour, and then a lip and cheek. And then I do suggest this double decker because I don't like to mix my creams and my powders. Simply because if you have powders that go into your creams, the creams will pick up the pigment of the powder. So if you have a really dark eyeshadow, then you're not going to have that exact highlight anymore because it's going to pick up on that powder. So I separate my powders from my creams, always. So this isn't my regular palette. I'll actually show you my regular palette. This is it. Don't get intimidated by it. I have multiple colors because I use a different technique sometimes, and I want to have all my colors in one place. And then at the bottom, I just have a variety of lip and cheeks. Okay, don't quote me on just what I just said, but I do have one powder in here, which is my Vanilla Dust, simply because I wanted it to be close in my main palette. I have a separate palette that has my eyeshadows. So these are all different eyeshadows that go well with my own eyes. I have blue eyes, so I keep a little palette with everything that works well for me. So this is how I usually do it. I'm going to actually remove my makeup. This is the makeup I had today. I'm going to remove it real quick. And I'm going to show you now how I apply this makeup, because that's another question that you guys have as far as, okay, I have my main highlight, I have my brightening highlight, where do I place it? And I'm going to show you how I do that. By the way, these little things are amazing. They're SEINT. They're just a cleaning wipe. And I only use one compared to the drugstore where, I mean, I go to like the pharmacy. Well, I used to go to the pharmacy and get these cleaning wipes and they would burn my skin. Well, these don't. So if you do not have cleaning wipes, I suggest getting some. Okay, so I only use one. That's it. I don't need more than that. My makeup is all gone. And they come in this really cute little thing. And there's 50 in here. So it lasts really a long time. Best makeup wipes. Yes, seriously, one wipe to take off everything. Like my skin is bare. Just one wipe, which like I used to go to the like pharmacy or grocery store and get these packs. I probably still have some hanging around and they burn my skin. So I'm gonna quickly put some milk cream because I have really dry skin. So that's the first thing I usually do every morning is put some milk cream. If you don't have this, I also suggest getting it. It makes my face like baby butt skin soft. It's so soft, and it helps me apply my, like, blend my makeup a lot better. Like I said, I have dry skin, so if you have dry skin, I do suggest putting it before makeup. If you have oily skin, I suggest at least waiting 20 minutes before you apply your makeup. All right, so I don't want to confuse you guys, so I'm going to remove a couple of these colors just to make sure, because I do want to use this video as a good reference. Woo! Dropped my glasses. Okay. All right, 4 colors, and then lip and cheeks on the other end. Okay. So this is my main highlight. It's darker than this one, main highlight, brightening highlight, contour, Bella bronzer, okay? So how I usually do it, typically I suggest the BB brush because it does give a light finish, and usually when I have someone asking for the makeup, they always want to start lighter. So this is a lighter finish, but I prefer a little bit more of a medium finish. So I usually use the detail brush. That is my favorite, and it has been for a couple months now. I cannot get away with it from it. So I use the detail brush. I'm just gonna clean it real quick because I've used it this morning and it has a little bit of darker colors to it. All right. So I typically always use the bigger end. I use the smaller end for under my eyes. So I'm gonna get you guys started. I don't want to make it too complicated. I want you guys to be able to do it and have fun with it. It's super easy. Mess up, just go back on with your main highlight. So starting with main highlight, for me this is Candlelit, and it might not be yours, but for me it's Candlelit, okay? And I put some like pretty much like a heavier, like I went right in. But if you want it lighter, just dab into the color, okay? So I usually put my main highlight on my beard area, okay? That's the first place you'll put it, is on your beard area. Okay, and then beard goes up under the nose. So go ahead and put that underneath your nose. Okay. And then on your forehead right here. All right. Then brightening highlight right here, that is going to go right underneath your eyes. So I like to put it right on the inside corner, right here. And then a little bit on the outer side corner, just like that. And then whatever's left on my brush, I just sweep back and forth underneath my eye. So there's not too much product right there. Just like that, okay? So I'm gonna take my brush and I'm gonna pinch it, and I'm gonna go into my contour right here. This is the color called Ash. Again, might not be your color, but that's mine. So I pinch it because I want to get a very good defined line. So the contour goes right underneath your cheekbone. So right here, just like that. And then again on this side. So cheekbone right here. And I tend to point it down. So if I were to take the two sides of my mouth, it goes up towards my ears. So that's how I know where my contour is going. But typically if you feel your cheekbone, right underneath it will be good. If you have a more mature skin, go right on top of the cheekbone. So again, a little bit of contour right here. And then for me, I like to put it on each side of my forehead. I don't have a very large forehead, so I like to put it on each side of it, just like that. So if you have a larger forehead, then bring your contour at the top here, which will create kind of a shadow, and bring your forehead a little bit more down. So when I go into my contour, I like to blend towards my hair, so that way I don't have any lines from like my hairline to my skin, so it's all blended properly right there. And I bring it down on my eyebrows just to give, I have an oval face. So I like to create some shadows to give some definition. And then as far as this contour right here, I blend this up towards my eyes. Just like that. And then up here too. There you go. All right, so I'm sure you're seeing this red right here. I'm going to get to it. So typically I do put my main highlight, which is what I'm going to be doing. But the reason why I didn't put it before is because I wanted my contour to be placed properly. So I'm going to go in now with my main highlight, which again is Candlelit. And I'm going to go just touch up just a little bit right here, just to hide this redness. And on my nose. So everywhere it didn't touch is basically main highlight. I very rarely do I complicate things like either my main highlight or my brightening highlight. It's really, if you want to bring light to your face, then put your brightening highlight. If you want the skin to match your neck, then just put your main highlight. Brightening highlight again, I'm just going to go down my nose right here. And then contour, I'm going to go each side of my nose. Right here and right here. You can skip this part if you feel like you don't want to contour your nose, okay? There's no right or wrong way of applying this makeup. You could start with your contour, you could start with your brightening highlight. You can start however you want. What matters is where you place the colors, okay? So now I'm just blending this part so that it looks like my skin and not just products I've just put on. Okay, so this is like foundation that's done. Then you can have fun with lip and cheeks. I will be using the BB brush for this one. So I mean, I like so many of them, but let's see. I am going to give it a try with Frenchie. So Frenchie's right here in the middle, and it's like a peachy color, I should say. Just a tiny bit, okay? Because a little bit goes a long way with Frenchie. And I typically apply the lip and cheek right on top of my cheekbone. And I tried to always stay away from my smile line. So when I smile, I have a line here, right here, okay? I stay away from that because I want my face to feel lifted, so I stay farther out from it. And say I did go in, okay? Say I did go right here, okay? It's not a big deal. Okay, take your foundation brush, go into your main highlight, okay, and just go over it. Okay, it's cream, so it'll mix in how it's supposed to be mixed in, okay? There you go, it's erased. And it's totally fine. So you cannot screw up this makeup. If you feel like you've applied the wrong color at the wrong place, go over it. Take the right color, just go over it. There's nothing to be worried about, okay? All right, so now I've put my blush on. I can put lipstick on. This is Frenchie again. I can mix it. This is Sadie. I can do like different colors with it. Lip and cheeks is really fun because you can play with like whatever colors you feel like. If I think this is too orange, I can go in and go with a different color on top. now I need a mirror. Just to make sure. Yeah, this is good. So it's not very complicated once you figure out where to place every single colors. Typically, I will put Bella bronzer. So if you have Bella bronzer, this is the color right here. I usually use the BB brush. I use this bigger end and I kind of smush it because the thin is obviously smaller than the brush. So that's the only reason why I smush it. But and then I usually swirl it in my hand so that it's not so pronounced. And as far as knowing where to place the Bella bronzer, place it where you've just put contour. So right at the top here. Okay, it's just to give you a little bit extra warmth to your skin. And I usually put it at the top of my blush right here. And then I bring it down to my neck. Okay, do you see the difference? I don't know if the camera's showing it, but I just put bronzer right here, right at the top here, and then I brought it down to my neck. And then I don't have any bronzer on this side. So it just warms up a little bit. And then down to my neck. You can skip Bella bronzer if you want. I feel like it's just so good. You need to have a little bit of bronzer in your life. It's so good. Especially for the summer. All right. So this is pretty much it. Super simple, easy. You can correct it easily. Setting it, I love to spray it. I don't know if I have my setting spray. I do somewhere. I don't know where I put it. Let's see. I don't know where I put my setting spray. Typically, oh, right here. It's hidden underneath my towel. Setting spray for the summer. So I usually spray my whole face. Just like that. Then I wait for it to dry, and this will give a dewy finish. And it's great for the summer because cream needs to be set. So if you have this makeup and you feel like the summer it's kind of like not quite set, like you touch it and it stays on your fingers, that's because you need to set it. So the setting spray is great for that. For me, I do the setting spray and then I do vanilla dust. So this little guy here that I should typically not mix with these cream. I'm very careful with it. If you do that, just have to be very careful so that the powder doesn't transfer over into your lip and cheeks, because it will set it inside the thin, and that's not great. But there's this set that we sell. It's this brush, it's the powder brush and the vanilla dust. When you buy the set, it just saves a little bit more money. So I put some vanilla dust right on this brush. And since I wear glasses all day long, that's the place where I will double set my makeup. I will put that vanilla dust right on top. Do not do vanilla dust and then spray it. You will make your makeup crack because it'll tend to set the powder, which the powder is already setting so much. So you want to do the setting spray and then do vanilla dust. You don't want to do vanilla dust and then setting spray. It's not going to work. And then you'll find your makeup ruined and you'll have to start over again. So remember to spray and then powder, okay? So this is pretty much it. And then I usually wear glasses all day long. If you know me, you know I have glasses on my face every single day. of the week, and I've had since I am 4. So I had to find ways of setting my makeup so that it wouldn't transfer onto my glasses. And if you have to wear a mask, I know we're not wearing masks as much anymore, but if you do, then use the vanilla dust on your beard area, and then you'll be fine for the day. So I hope this was helpful. I don't want to keep it too long, but if you have any questions, write them below and I will answer them for you. And I know it can be scary trying the makeup for the first time, and I hope this video was helpful in figuring out what your colors are, where they're being placed. And like I said, I'm always here. So if you need me, you have any questions, I know eyeshadow was a big topic this week. I've had a lot of people message me and say, hey, I'm having a hard time with the eyeshadows, like how, where, and when do I place it, and all this stuff. So I tried to post a little bit of videos, but if there's something that you're having trouble with, that's why I'm here. So I will try to find the appropriate videos, and I will try to help you with anything that you need. So don't hesitate, I'm here. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. I will try to be back on here this week. I have a new technique that I've been meaning to share with you guys, and I want to do that hopefully this week. I'm also part of an event starting on Thursday, and there's a giveaway in there that I'm going to be doing myself, and a ton of other vendors are doing it as well. So if you want to join, let me know and I can invite you to it. July is our customer appreciation week, so I am working on a huge giveaway for you guys, and double the points if you place an order this month. So anyways, I know it's a lot and I don't want to keep you guys too long, so I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you and I love what I do, so please don't hesitate and ask questions. Bye guys.